What time are you waking up, setting up? Are you climbing, a couple thousand feet? Like, what does it look like?
Well,
Or are you spotting from the ground first? Like, because I don't sheep hunt, this is all new to me.
I think if you're kind of new into sheep hunting and everything, my biggest piece of advice is that you should wear out the seat of your pants before you wear out the soles of your boots.
Mm-hmm.
And let your eyes do the walking.
Welcome to the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast.
Broadcasting live from Hinton, Alberta. This is the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast. Welcome to it. I'm George. Scott Sunderwald.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to the show, Scott.
Good to be here.
The author of Radically Wild, Blowing Up.
Oh, man. Paparazzi everywhere. No, it's been going good. It's been going good.
We got an exciting episode this episode. You want to introduce our guest?
Yeah, Paul Chambers. We've been trying to get Paul on the show for a year. He's a slippery fish. He's all over the place all the time, but we finally snagged him, so glad to have him here. Welcome to the show, Paul. Now, let me do a quick introduction. Northern Director of the Wild Sheep Foundation. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, Wild Sheep Foundation, Alberta.
Alberta. Fantastic. He's a hunter. We're going to get into that. We're going to go deep on sheep hunting, something that neither George or I do. We hunt a lot, but we're not big into sheep. So that's going to be great. He loves to fish. He's snowmobile, quadder, just all-around outdoors guy. So
Cadomin resident.
Yeah. He's talking about his gazebo blowing in the wind. The Valley of the Winds, right? That's the slogan for the town of Cadomin.
It's true. It's an actual thing.
You've been in Cadomin for what, you said a year and a half?
Yeah, I've been living out there for a year and a half now. And thank you guys for having me on. I know it's been tricky and slippery to try and get me here.
Man. We love
About
it.
as easy to hold on to as a bar of soap. But I'm really glad that we're able to actually make this happen. So
Where'd you come from to get to Cadomin? Where were you before?
I was in Hinton. Here.
Okay, yeah. How come the move to Cadomin?
Well, life throws curveballs at you sometimes.
Yeah.
And I preferred to get away from people as much as possible. I've always been just kind of attracted to solitude, and
I love it out there.
Yeah, and life is busy and hectic and crazy for everybody, and it's a breath of fresh air when I get to go home and there's no streetlights and there's no sirens. And
just for our listeners who hear the name Cadomin, don't have a clue what we're talking about, because we got people listening from Europe and the States, and it's a small coal mining town.
I feel like the population sign says like 9 or something, but I don't think it's correct. But I think it's got to be.
It's pretty close, man, especially in the winter.
And it's tucked against the mountains. Beautiful little coal mining town. Some of the houses look like saloons, like old Western saloons.
Yeah.
And I remember there used to be properties for sale all the time, and now people gobble them up. For weekend warriors, especially like it. You're tucked against the mountains. It's a beautiful spot.
The house Paul bought is the one that we looked at like 2 or 3 years ago.
He snagged it on you.
We my dad kick ourselves. We're like, that would have been a good spot. But yeah, I'm happy you got that one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still come out and visit, exactly. I guess. Right?
Now that I know you got the spot, got a cool little garage there. So I want to get into bighorn sheep hunting.
Yeah,
and like the whole bighorn sheep. Like as the Northern Director, what's the Wild Sheep Foundation Alberta do?
Well, like any conservation kind of organization, there's a big draw around hunter-funded conservation.
Okay.
Right? We're not trying to just stop hunting at all. Our motto with the Wild Sheep Foundation Alberta is to kind of preserve our hunting heritage.
Right.
It's to make sure, try to maintain the wildlife populations, check numbers, make sure disease is under control, educate youth, make sure that we're doing kind of our part to ensure that this legacy, and especially something as majestic as a bighorn sheep, can continue on, and that, my kids and my grandkids and everything has the same opportunities that we have now.
What's the biggest hazard, sorry, Scott? What's the biggest hazard for bighorn sheep?
Honestly, right now, disease.
Yeah.
Disease and predators.
Disease from
pneumonia?
Domestic?
Yeah, domestic, like MOV.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. And if you haven't, there's some really good articles and stuff and links and even a movie that the Wild Sheep Society of BC put out called Transmission.
Okay.
You can find that. We helped fund that with the Wild Sheep Foundation Alberta. We were partners on that, as well as the Wild Sheep Foundation National. And I mean, it's the sheep across North America are struggling with that right now. Not as bad in Alberta, but we had an outbreak last year.
Yeah, and we were looking that up because it can be transmitted from sheep and goats.
Correct.
And pack goats have become a big thing now in the backcountry, right?
Yes.
I see that more in the States. I don't know if it's really caught on a whole lot in Canada, but
it's starting to, actually.
is it? Yeah. And then llamas as well. We were looking that up, and there's no connection yet between the pneumonia from llamas to bighorn sheep, but biologists are suggesting to be wary. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could transmit, because, llamas apparently are in the camel family, so a slightly different strain from sheep and goats, but still
absolutely. I mean,
could connect. Yeah.
But I mean, Texas right now is having a massive outbreak, and that's from Audette, which is like a Barbary sheep from
really?
Africa.
Okay.
Excuse me. They were introduced in, I believe they're in the 1950s.
Yeah.
And they've just taken off in numbers. They figure there's over 100,000 of them that are running free range around Texas right now. And they carry them over, and they can, they typically have twins. And so they're just on every mountain range in Texas, and the desert bighorn population is really suffering because of it.
Yeah.
So there's like an awareness out there. So, hey, don't take your domestic goats.
It is yeah.
How do you stop people? Is there penalties for it or anything yet, or anything like that?
I mean, currently now in Alberta, you're not allowed to have any domestic sheep or goats within a 50-kilometer radius of any mountain range.
Okay, yeah.
But hobby farms and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not against them. I think they're awesome. Like, who doesn't want a goat?
Yeah.
They're pretty fun, except
A lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, pack goats have become a thing, and I'm not saying that they don't have a place in it. It's getting awareness out, and that there is testing available for it. But I'm not going to, or I shouldn't say I won't, I would, but people aren't going to just test their pets and hope that they're negative, Yeah. And so for British Columbia and stuff, where there is a lot of people that are, wool harvesters with domestic sheep and things like that, that's their livelihood that they're risking. And because it doesn't pose as much of a risk with domestic sheep and goats, they're less likely to be inclined to lose their livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and I heard that, if you get an infected bighorn sheep, let's say from a domestic sheep, the death is very quick, like within almost 24, 48 hours.
It's a terrible thing to see.
Yeah, it goes very fast.
And they're just coughing. They have pneumonia. They die. And it's not so much that, the ram or the ewe will, immediately die.
Yeah.
It's just because it's passed on through nasal passages, right? Like it's an airborne disease for them. It'll end up affecting the lambs. And so your lamb recruitment drops to nothing, which, affects your sheep numbers moving forward. And that's the biggest risk of it, is that, okay, we have sheep now.
Yeah.
But if we don't get this under control, in 10 years, we won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a few sheep roundups from the mine site. I was part of 2 of those and sent sheep on trucks to the States. And I heard some of them didn't do well because of the pneumonia.
Yep.
And so they were released, and many of them died right away because of domestic sheep.
Yeah. It's a lot bigger issue, down in the States, Montana, Wyoming. Those places where they have these big ranches. Wyoming was typically known for their sheep farmers, and Montana as well. And it's not gone away. And so a lot of these places that typically had, healthy populations and herds of bighorn sheep, they don't anymore, just due to disease. So really Wild Sheep Foundation invests a lot of resources into trying to mitigate that, trying to bring in healthy herds. I think there's been around 800 sheep in total transplanted out of Alberta to various places in the United States.
Yeah. And
Can
the
you
sheep.
test a big ram that's like immune to? Is like I'm assuming there's some in the herd that are immune, or no?
No, there
Oh.
isn't. That's the thing. That's the tricky part about it, is that there is no immunity to it, and there is no shot that we can give them. There is no anything. It's you basically have to cull the disease out.
Yeah. Damn.
And the sheep around the Cadomin area there, around the mines, I understand, are some of the biggest in the world, right?
They are genetically, they are. I mean, if you look at a Wilmore ram, they're typically built a little different.
Yeah.
You know, a little tighter curl. You know, the Cadomin bighorns have different genetics. Southern Alberta, they have different genetics. Some of them have, you know, a bit wider curl on them.
Okay.
You get down into the areas of the border on British Columbia.
Yeah.
Those rams down there, big dark chocolate horns,
Okay.
and they're products of their environment.
Yeah.
And but yeah, Cadomin has for a long time kind of been the gold standard of bighorn sheep in North America.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's amazing. Now, we definitely are going to dive into sheep and sheep hunting. Before we do that, you've got a pretty cool job that you do day to day. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell us about that, and we'll
Yeah,
get into that first.
I've been fortunate enough to somehow wiggle my way into a career in basically being a bush bodyguard. And so yeah, I'll go out and work with biologists, archaeologists, survey companies, pipeline crews, kind of whatever, into remote wilderness situations. Sometimes it's helicopter work, UTV, however we get in there. And my job is just to make sure that nothing eats them or attacks them or anything
Wow.
while we're out there.
Yeah.
And they're able to focus on their job and I do mine. So
That's amazing. So, got to ask you, what kind of firearm are you carrying around for that job, or firearms?
typically we're working for an oil field company. They have kind
Yeah.
of regulations. So we're not allowed to carry pistols because they're terrible.
Yeah. Short range.
Yeah. And I mean, you could. I would love to be able to carry a sidearm, honestly, because they're a little less cumbersome, but that's not allowed. So we are kind of mandated to packing like a 12 gauge with slugs.
That's what I was going to say. I would probably take a shotgun. So it's slugs. You're not using buckshot.
No. If we ever have to shoot something,
Yeah.
we got to kill it. Like,
Yeah.
we have to go through a lot of steps with that animal, before we ever had to pull a trigger
Yeah.
on something. And,
Right.
and I've never had to. And
Yeah.
I hope I don't ever have to, because things will be going really wrong.
Well, and it could happen so fast, right? We've talked about
Yeah.
bear attacks on the show many times, and everyone who's been attacked says the same thing. It happens so fast.
Yeah.
So even though you're there to protect these guys, they're working. Grizz moves at 40 feet a second. Like, how can you be there at the right place at the right time? That's tricky, right?
It's hard to cover everything.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you get these Archie crews and, there's 16, 17 of them out digging shovel tests.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of patrolling. I had it happen this summer, actually. I was up kind of by Mackenzie, British Columbia, on a project up there. And we were kind of hanging around. I was just wandering around doing my patrols. You kind of chat with people while you're going by. And all of a sudden I hear something break behind me, and I turned around. There's a black bear standing like 15 feet from me. And I'm like, whoa! And so I kind of freak out, and he kind of freaks out because the wind direction was blowing my way. He had no idea that we were there.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that he was there. And so, we chased him off, and he just kind of ran a little bit and stopped and turned around, as they do to kind of figure out what you are and maybe catch a whiff of you. And I chased him off, and that was
that. So
Yeah.
wasn't a lethal encounter.
wasn't a lethal encounter. I haven't had one yet. I have had to chase some bears off, and we have had to shut some crews down.
Oh, yeah.
Because of like grizzlies and stuff in the area, and
Yeah.
try to let them just do their thing and move on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we heard about that unfortunate woman who got killed by the black bear. Where was that?
The one up in Fort McMurray.
Fort Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years
Yeah.
ago. So, I mean, it can happen, but
It's a thing. And,
Yeah.
there was the one fellow that I worked for. His name is Kevin Wilson. He's a fantastic resource, fantastic human being. His motto was always that bears aren't a problem until they're a problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're a problem, they're a really big problem.
Yeah.
This is not something you want to just mess around with. Like,
Yeah.
they look all cute and fluffy, and they got little cute ears and like everything, and they're a beautiful animal. But you're on the wrong side of that. A wild animal is so strong compared to what we can do.
When it goes wrong, it goes really wrong.
Yeah.
Wow. So Liam Neeson, the Gray. What did you think of the show?
When I look back on it, I wish that's kind of what it was like, because I have a lot of boring days.
Yeah.
Sometimes where I'm just basically hiking around with a gun or.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it without all the Hollywood flash. To
Yeah,
it, I guess. Yeah.
It was an interesting movie, and I liked Liam Neeson. But when it started, and you've got these wolves charging in, trying to tear these guys apart, I was like, okay,
yeah,
that's not how it happens. Not with wolves,
I hope not, because that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, no kidding.
I should mention too, Instagram for Wild Sheep Foundation is WSF Alberta.
Yes.
And Paul, you got an Instagram too, Paul_Chambers.
You bet.
Posting pictures of that. I'm curious. You want to go back to Bighorn Sheep?
Let's go back.
I got so many Bighorn Sheep stuff going
Yeah,
on.
me
Man,
too.
I'm never going to tell it all.
Yeah. I was just, so you mentioned, disease is like number one.
Yeah.
Predators number two.
Predators are huge.
What do you guys do about that?
Well, we have what we call an ungulate enhancement program.
Okay.
And what we do with wild sheep is we'll try to offset costs for houndsmen and trappers to go into bighorn sheep habitat and country.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And kind of help alleviate that.
Yeah.
If you think about the amount of food, you guys just had a cougar episode, and what it takes to have a healthy cat and a healthy population.
Yeah.
They're killing an animal, an ungulate at least, every week.
Yeah.
To be able to survive. So
Especially if they have kittens, they're killing a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And a pack of wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're opportunistic killers.
Yeah.
And because they don't know when their next food is, and you can kind of see it with bighorn sheep, where the wolves will get close and they'll follow until the sheep are comfortable. And what they're doing now is, they'll attack a ram, but they won't kill it right away.
Mm-hmm.
They'll nip it, make it bleed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very slow,
Yes.
painful, terrible
Bad
death,
way to
right?
go. Yeah.
And for us, unfortunately, the bighorn sheep side of things, lamb recruitment and stuff is actually starting to rise in that area, thankfully. Beth McCallum is a fantastic resource for that. She's been out there for so long, and she's such an incredibly smart and
we've had Beth a
wonderful
couple times
woman.
on here.
Yeah. And so lamb recruitment's doing well, and luckily disease hasn't been a factor up in Cadomin, but predators are. I mean, anybody that goes out there and hikes around, there's grizzly bears the size
moving.
of cars out there, And it's not just grizzlies. There's actually coyotes that have moved in now. There's a lot of coyotes that I've never really seen, and there's packs of wolves starting to show up. There's a pack of wolves that was on the Greg River mine, and there was 14 wolves in that pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it takes a lot to feed that.
Yeah.
And the main food source out there's a ton of elk.
Yeah.
But there has been, studies done by the wild sheep that we did. And there is cougars and stuff that are killing bighorn sheep. And they become specialized in that.
Yeah.
And then their kittens are raised on that. And ungulate populations can reproduce so much faster than predator populations reproduce so much faster than ungulate populations do when it comes to mature animals and even even just in general.
Yeah.
A pack of wolves can triple in a year compared to.
Yeah, I think if I recall, I studied wildlife many years ago. With wolves, they'll take up to 120 ungulates a year just to feed the pack.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a ton if you think about
120 ungulates on the hoof there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see a pack of wolves surround bighorn rams actually close to the mine site by Cadomin, and I watched it. It was quite something, and rams jumped like popcorn. It's the only way I could describe it. They jumped right over the wolves. Like the wolves didn't get them, but they were closing in on them, and it just showed how muscular those big rams are. They just bouncing around.
I mean, that's why they hang out in the mountains. That's their escape terrain.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys are wiping out some of the predators.
Well, no. We're helping the trappers and the houndsmen.
Okay.
But yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, tricky situation.
And just back to the sheep biology. So when I studied deer, if you hunt deer, we talk about deer bounce back. So that under hunting pressure, the does will birth more, and they will actually bounce back under pressure, but sheep don't, from what I understand.
No.
So it's very easy to eradicate a whole sheep herd compared to deer or elk.
You could completely take all the breeding males out of there and
Yeah.
have very low lamb recruitment coming up the next year, and that'll mess it up for years to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a very difficult thing to conserve. They're very precious. I mean, there's a reason that they're kind of called the monarch of the mountains.
Right.
They're,
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad because I mentioned that you were coming on. He's like a big time sheep hunter, or used to be. He doesn't do it anymore. He's kind of...
He did it before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was like, so what would you ask Paul? And he's like, well, he thinks that overhunting is a big thing. Yeah. And he says there should be one, like, you'll get a bighorn sheep draw once in your life sort of thing. So you get like one tag ever.
You know, and there's there's so much discussion around this, and everybody has an opinion.
Is that a common thought?
With some folks, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at the numbers, the harvest numbers in Alberta over the last 10 years, they don't fluctuate much.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's a lot more pressure, but I believe, you know, the success rate for people that buy tags to the number of, and, you know, with guided hunts and everything as well, is around 3%.
Wow.
In Alberta. So you really, I mean, if you get a good ram.
Yeah. That's a hard thing to do.
You're doing really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as it comes, you know, there's been so much talk about, in Alberta, we have the 4/5 curl. And for those people that don't maybe know that much about sheep hunting, from the base of the horn, it has to curl around, and the tip of the horn to the base has to be in front of the eye.
Right.
Is how is justified as a legal sheep. Now, there's 2 other zones in Alberta that are full curl.
Yeah.
Which means it has to come all the way up, basically break the nose.
Yeah.
For it to be a legal sheep. And so there's been a lot of discussion about that because, you know, sheep will broom their horns back because their horns will impede their vision.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these sheep, when they get to 10, 12, 13 years old, you know, they're kind of past their breeding prime. And everything, they crawl over the mountain and die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because some people say that every sheep can be full curl. And I completely agree that every sheep could be if they didn't broom off, you know? And so there's a ton of debate over switching to full curl, or how many rams you can harvest in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Or, you know, can you age them effectively? But most people can't age a bighorn in their hands, let alone, you know, through a spotting scope.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about that. And you know, both George and I hunt, and deer, elk, bear, moose, all of that.
Yeah.
You know, love it. Never hunted sheep, but something that scares me a bit is that you might be half a kilometer away and you've got to judge that curl.
100%.
And it's moving its head, and I would just be so worried that I'm getting this wrong, you know?
And that's honestly one of the trickiest parts, but you know, that really comes down to hunter education and making sure that you're aware of the species that you're hunting and you're aware of what you're doing, because it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not saying that people didn't make the best judgment call and stuff, but you know, if it's close, don't shoot.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't a deer where you can be like, oh, you know, that looked a lot bigger when I seen it. You know, like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm a meat hunter. And you're like,
I didn't want a trophy anyway.
Yeah, no, it's just for sausage.
Yeah.
And do you have to bring every ram in to get
Yes.
inspected, and it gets a plug in the horns? I've
Correct.
seen those little.
Yeah.
What's the term for that? Is it plug or?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to get them plugged. So basically, you take them in, you get them registered, and
Yeah.
that plug that they put in is tied to you.
Okay.
So it'll tell you the year and everything, and they pull up that number, it'll be attached to you.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So it's going to get measured. It's not like you can take it home and be like,
Oh, no.
oh, this thing was a quarter inch short.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Like, if you got caught with that, then you can say goodbye to your hunting privileges and your truck, and
Yeah.
probably get a
bet.
pretty stiff fine too.
I bet. Wow.
And most of the time you're shooting like there's a valley in between. So
Yeah.
like what's your gun of choice?
Well, I don't know.
Because
if
they're
I'm
long shots, right?
They can be.
Yeah.
You know, for sure. I think if you're hunting in any aspect, your gun of choice should be whatever you are comfortable shooting.
Yeah.
You know, what I shoot for a caliber, what you shoot for a caliber, what Scott shoots for a caliber, it really is irrelevant if you can't shoot it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? And I've always been under the, thoughts that if you're taking something's life, it's your job to be proficient at it
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
the hunter, And
That's
so
good advice.
I've seen people shoot them with 7mm. A lot of people shoot 7 SAUMs. Myself, I shoot a 6.5 PRC. You can shoot 6.5 Creedmoors, 270s,
Yeah.
kind of whatever. But if I was to personally pick one, I like my 6.5 PRC. It's a very flat shooting round. Sheep aren't as tough as a moose or an elk. If you shoot a sheep, it's in the mountains. It can't do sheep things.
Right.
You're gonna slow it down because they live in such harsh terrain.
Yeah.
And it's typically wide open, and you're able to see them. And
I would imagine the optics are every bit as important as the ballistics on that.
100%.
Are you up 20 magnification, or what are you doing there?
my
your scope?
binoculars that I run are 10 by 42s.
Yeah.
My scope, I have a Leopold VX5 HD. I think that's the best scope that you can buy as far as like weight, price point, and glass clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And Leopold did not pay me to say that, unfortunately.
Check this out. I gotta get a scope. So I don't have to
Sponsored
look into
by
this.
Leopold.
But I really like their scopes. They're tough. And so that is a 3.5 to 18 by 44.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, Leopold, I mean, some of the best in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
then, but I mean, glass is your best friend because you want to have a good spotting scope to be able to kind of judge that ram
Yeah.
from a long distance because their eyesight's as good as a spotting scope, right? So you gotta be sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, years ago when I got my first rifle, it was like, get a good gun, and then you put a crappy scope on there,
Yeah.
right? And now it's totally different. I think so much of my scope, and as they say, you should be spending as much on your optics as you do on your rifle, but most people don't. But then you're going to get the buck of your dreams, or in your case, the sheep of your dreams, stepping out at 500, 600 yards. If you don't have the hardware to deal with that, you're going to be kicking yourself, right?
I've missed
Yeah.
like 100%. I missed a sheep at 657 yards.
Wow.
And I was really good on elevation, but I was shooting across a valley, and I shot a foot in front of him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm freaking out, and this thing just walks away, and I'm like, just crushed,
Yeah.
like devastated. So I go over there, and the wind is howling.
I was going to say windage.
Is howling on
Yeah.
that side. And I was like, well, it was dead calm where I was.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about windage for a second, because I was sighting and helping my son sight in their scopes, and it's always windy when we're sighting in. I thought, at the most, it's going to blow that bullet an inch. And I was shocked when I looked how much wind can blow a bullet, even at 100, 200, 300
For
yards.
sure.
It can really mess with you, especially when you're on top of a mountain.
Well, I mean, you're
And-
dealing
and-
with elevation, and
Yeah.
you're dealing with so many factors.
Yeah, like you got a 80 kilometer hour wind blowing sideways. That's going to have a huge effect on your bullet.
Yeah, but like, how much gear are you gonna pack with you?
Totally.
You have those little kestrels and stuff, and you can
Yeah,
somewhat figure out where you're at. But if you're shooting 600-700 yards,
Yeah.
yeah.
which I don't,
That's a
well,
far
and
shot.
I don't recommend anybody doing that unless you shoot a lot, unless you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't take those shots because A, you're kind of educating animals. B, you're more or less gonna make a bad shot
Yeah.
most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky. I've got lucky. I'm not gonna lie. but it's shoot where you're comfortable. Be
Yeah.
where you're comfortable. Kind of control your emotion because you guys both hunt. You know how excited you can get.
Yeah.
I
When you're
missed one
shooting
this
it.
weekend. I was too excited. It was like, I think
Yeah.
that's not the last one I see this hunting season.
And you want
Yeah.
it might be, and that's the worst part.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah. So are you using a bipod? Or are you on your backpack? How are you
I will
getting
shoot
solid?
as solid as I possibly
Yeah,
can. So it depends on the situation. You know, if I'm facing downhill on something, I'll sit my backpack up and rest on top of my backpack, kind of put
Yeah.
it between my legs. If I'm shooting more flat, get prone, lay on something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hopefully have some time so you're not rushed and
Yeah.
can watch them.
I mean, at that distance, if you're really shooting kind of long range, you typically have time.
yeah.
A little bit, you know, if you got time to judge, but that's when you have, good glass. Try and judge the animal before you get into that close.
Yeah.
Make your play on that animal.
Yeah.
Get to where you possibly can. If you can close distance, or if they're getting ready to go over the hump or something and you're kind of like, this is my last chance at it and I'm at 450 yards,
Yeah.
get comfortable with that shot.
So talk to
Take
us
your
about the
shot.
setup. Like, what does your day look like? You go out, you're trying to get your sheep. What time are you waking up, setting up? Are you climbing, a couple thousand feet? Like, what does it look like?
Well,
Or are you spotting from the ground first? Like, because I don't sheep hunt, this is
Yeah.
all new to me.
I think if you're kind of new into sheep hunting and everything, my biggest piece of advice is that you should wear out the seat of your pants before you wear out the soles of your boots, and let your eyes do the walking for
Yeah.
you. And that was something that's been taught to me. I didn't come up with that. I came into sheep hunting as green as anybody else, and but yeah, definitely let your eyes kind of do the walking for you. So get somewhere, glass around, find some sheep, then figure out how you're going to go in there. Set up your camp, find somewhere good, treed, close to water, and then just kind of hike from there. If you're not seeing something here, hike over the next ridge the next day. Take a look. These things, you can be sitting there and all of a sudden you wake up in the morning and there'll be a band of rams. And you're like, where'd they come from? Yeah. Or you can be like, oh, there's a band of rams there. We'll put them to bed and go kind of spike camp up nice and close, just pack up light and go in with some sleeping bags and sleep on the rocks. And you wake up in the morning and you're under a foot of snow and the rams are gone. And you're like, oh, that sucked.
Bad decision.
Yeah, totally bad decision.
Yeah. And the season starts early, right? Because, the rut's
Yeah.
not till November, if I'm correct.
Correct. Yeah.
And so, but it starts already end of
August 25th.
Yeah.
Up here it starts August
So
25th.
when are you typically out hunting rams?
They are where you find them.
Yeah.
Like, you
like
know-
you're doing the whole season all the way through?
Yeah,
into
you can
November?
hunt the whole season. It's really nice in August because you don't have to pack as much gear
Yeah.
and you got
Yeah.
a little bit longer days.
Oh, yeah.
And it's warmer typically.
Yeah.
You're, hunting the last week of October is terrible.
Yeah.
Like we took horses in once and we hiked in but just brought pack horses because
This into the Wilmore?
I can't tell you. Come on.
Which ridge?
Yeah. Which ridge exactly? And I'm not gonna say the place. I'll never give up places.
Maxwell Lake.
Yeah, Maxwell Lake. And we hiked in, just brought pack horses with us, and we had a hot tent, which is a game changer.
Tell me about it.
We were in a hot tent today.
Yeah, and so having a hot tent is just fantastic.
Luxury. Yeah.
And so we had the horses out there, and we left a little thermometer outside, and we woke up in the morning. I think it was October 30th, something like that. It was minus 28, and there was 3 feet of snow.
Minus 28.
Yeah, and 3 feet of snow, and we're like, this is
And probably winds, maybe not at
terrible.
that temperature. Yeah. but
Oh no, we got up top. We went like hiking, and yeah, it was windy. And I don't know, like you guys are seeing me right now. I'm not built for hiking through 3 feet of snow. Like, I'm built more like a plow, and it was hell. And they call it like type 2 fun or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Sheep hunting will test you physically. It'll test you mentally.
Yeah.
Did you get a ram on that trip?
I never even seen a ram.
No.
on that trip. Like we were just literally hiking with guns.
So when you do get your sheep, I'm picturing it's different. Like when I deer hunt, I'll shoot something, grab the sled, field dress it, pull it out.
Yeah.
you can't do that when you're sheep hunting. You're way
No.
the heck up there.
Yeah.
So you're doing gutless. You're packing down your quarters.
100%.
You got your meat bags. Talk us through that. Like, what
Yeah,
does that
if-
look like?
Yeah. I mean,
Climb down a mountain, climb up another mountain.
yeah, you literally, you debone it
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
As much as you can. Bones are heavy. I mean, unless you got horses close by, which typically you don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, cut your back straps out, get your game bags, and fill your pack up. And don't be surprised if your pack's over 100 pounds.
I bet.
Yeah.
But at least generally you're not dealing with spoilage so much. It's probably colder up
Yep.
there, and
100%.
you get a lot of these guys who shoot a moose in the muskeg and it spikes to 20 degrees and
Yeah.
they're panicked, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're typically not dealing with stuff. Big thing is, getting it cooled down.
Yeah.
If you're getting, a shoulder mount done, which most people do,
Yeah.
is get that cooled down, get it salted if you have some.
So you're cutting the cape out. It's not like the taxidermists supply them like they do with bucks.
Yeah. Oh no.
None
No,
of
you
that.
gotta
Yeah, of
do
course.
that yourself, because even when you bring it in to get it registered, you have to
Yeah.
have the cape peeled off the face with the eyes left in
Okay.
to get it registered, because they'll put it in a jig.
Yeah.
And so you got to remove the bottom jaw.
And you bring a cooler full of ice, like you're prepped for that, or no?
No, maybe at your truck. You could leave
Yeah.
it at your truck, depending on, but I mean, most sheep hunts you go on are 7, 10, 14 days.
Yeah.
You're gone for a long time.
I bet.
'Cause
What's been the hardest recovery for you? Any that come to mind where you're like, man, how are we going to get this one out?
my caribou hunt in northern BC.
Tell us about that one.
That was the closest I've ever came to quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. I have a really good buddy of mine. His name's Tanner Danish from Frontiersman Gear. He builds knives and leather work and everything,
Okay.
and donates a lot to Wild Sheep, British Columbia, National, Alberta.
Nice.
Fantastic guy. Was in the military, like all around Canadian.
Yeah.
Just great dude. And we were like, hey, we should go caribou hunting. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's drive all the way up by Dease Lake, a place that neither of us have ever been, and go try and hunt caribou. Hunter hosted me. So we come with this giant elaborate plan that just completely sucked by the time we got up there and tried to figure it all out. And find caribou, and we take off and we hike all day. And
Like following the herd?
yeah, kind of. I mean, caribou don't chase them
Yeah.
because they never really stop.
Yeah.
Like they're always kind of moving. They might stop for like a half hour, an
Yeah.
hour, but then they'll get up and they'll keep moving. But we found them. We got in, and it was like day 2 of our hunt. And I find this bull. There was a really great bull there. He was young. You could tell this guy was older, a little bit smaller. And I was like, I'm going to take that guy. And so I'm like, ooh, I got my mountain caribou. I'm all excited. Right?
Yeah.
This is brand new for me. And it's like 5:30
Yeah.
at night. And it starts snowing. And it's cold. And it's dark. And I'm 14 kilometers from camp.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And 3 river crossings away.
Oh man.
And so, I mean, Tanner is a beast. And so we deboned this thing, took some pictures.
Yeah.
Our packs were right around 130 pounds
Yeah.
coming out, and we had to walk down and through all this just like swampy buckbrush, where you sink further than you go.
Yeah.
And, it's 6 feet tall, and you're trying to bang through it, and I've got a caribou head and antlers, and they're stabbing me in the leg. I had bruises the size of grapefruits on my thighs.
Jeez.
And I remember like stopping. I don't know what time it was. I think it was around like midnight. And I just started screaming like, ah! Like I was just completely done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, we got to like take your boots off and pull your pants off and cross this stream, because you don't want to just be hiking out in wet.
Yeah.
And then you get on the other side and put your pack back on. And you're like, oh, a couple more K, and then we'll get back
Wow.
there. And we get back to camp, and the snow collapsed our tents.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's a
And
nice
we didn't have
welcome.
hot tents. Like we were just like spike
Cold
camping.
tenting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cold tenting it. And so we get everything kind of cleaned off and stuff. And I sat there for 2 days. I couldn't eat. I was like totally drained.
Wow.
Huh.
and like fatigued and just worn out, not sleeping. I mean, you're eating little mountain peak meals and
Yeah.
it was hard to get water and just that was the toughest pack out that I've ever had.
Yeah.
But I bet that trophy means a lot to you now. You look at it.
It does.
Brings back the memories, right?
Third day after we kind of recouped and caped mine out and got it hanging, we went and killed another one.
Oh, really?
And
That's fun. Let's do it again.
yeah, and well, I mean, we wanted to get Tanner his too.
Yeah.
And so we go straight up different area, found some. He shoots his, and we're like, it runs off, falls off of a cliff,
Oh, jeez.
and goes down to the bottom on the other side of this ridge of the mountain that we can't get to. So we were like, we had to hike down, go back to camp, and
Yeah.
go get his the next morning.
Oh, wow.
And we had to hike back up again. And
Unreal.
oh, we were toast. There was 2 of us. We brought out 2 caribou. We were in there for 7 days total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Caribou's good meat.
I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard mixed stories from people, and I think it's just like anything. Sometimes you get a bad moose, sometimes you get
Sure.
Yeah.
a bad
In the
rank
rut
deer
or something, yeah.
something like that. But no, they were really good.
Yeah, I've had caribou jerky. I've never had like a caribou steak.
It's really fine. You know,
Yeah.
like I think you got to slice it thin.
Yeah.
In a big steak, I think it'd be pretty mushy. But
Oh, okay. Bighorn sheep, back to sheep, they taste amazing. Like
They are.
the first time I tasted that, I thought it was going to be like a mutton.
well, that's what I always tell people, so they stop hunting.
Yeah. But they're
I'm like, hold on, if you don't like
You're
lamb,
not gonna like
don't,
this.
don't go do that. You won't like it. Plus, it's really hard.
they're not muttony at all. It was just so clean tasting.
really
The
good.
closest I could describe it would be like a nice pork loin. You
Yeah.
know, just very clean.
And I mean, honestly, a thin horn, like a stone or a doll sheep,
Yeah.
is better yet.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a lot of work.
It is. I mean, it's type 2 fun, right?
Yeah. And so with the ewes, tell us the difference between, like, it's easier to get a tag for a ewe, is it not?
It's a draw tag for
Okay.
you. You can still buy over-the-counter bighorn tags in Alberta. We're one of
Yeah.
the last places you can do it,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is awesome. And we'd really like to keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that up and keep that going. But yeah, you can get a ewe tag, and I mean, I think ewe harvest is important.
Yeah.
Just like anything, you can have too many ewes. You know, the rams will get kind of bred out and tired
Yeah.
and everything too, and it's good to keep it mixed up. I mean, we can't play God all the time. you
Yeah,
know? Like we go in there and start shooting stuff. We have to manage the predators that rely on that as well, and we have to manage, you know, the ewes and the populations of the breeding and stuff. And so there's a lot more science to it than there is just kind of run and gun.
Well, you talked about Beth. I know Beth McCallum, the biologist, she mentioned, you know, a ram will mature out at sort of age 9-ish.
Yeah.
And the ewes can live into their 20s,
Yeah.
which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you got these big rams, and they could be less than half the age of a female.
Yeah. They're like the cougars of the sheep world.
I saw something on your guys' Instagram there. You guys, they were doing some work down in Bow Valley where they like cleared out a bunch of overgrown forest down there.
Trying to do some mechanical clearing projects down
Yeah.
there.
What's the point of that?
Basically, things get choked off with buckbrush and trees and everything, and so the vegetation gets really choked out. It's ideally we would love to burn everything.
Yeah.
Because fire restores life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, but you say fire and people freak out. You know, Jasper just burned, especially around these sensitive areas. I mean, you're right around Banff, you're right around Canmore, you're right around, you know, all of these, you know, major tourist things, and it's hard. And the government of Alberta has been trying to work with us, and we're trying to work with them, and it all sounds really good. And we're working on another burn project that we've been working on for 10 years.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, but it's hard to get these kind of burns done. So, you know, mechanical clearing was an area that we could do it. And that project isn't necessarily as much. It is in bighorn sheep habitat. Mm-hmm. But it benefits a lot of other ungulates as well. And so it's kind of the start of a project to try and get, you know, public awareness of it, that conservation organizations can do this type of thing.
Yeah.
and, kind of create these areas that are, restoring habitat.
Yeah. You guys
Instead of-
tagging sheep too?
Yeah, we do a lot of capture collars.
Okay.
And so we'll cruise around in helicopters and net gun, or we'll do ground captures and everything, and put collars on them. And basically what we're doing is trying to figure out where exactly they're traveling all the time.
Yeah.
Is this in the range of like somewhere where disease can be to their wintering grounds? Are they
Okay.
coming into contact with
Yeah.
domestic sheep? Where are they going? What are they doing? We'll take blood samples, we'll swab them for MOV, and just basically testing herds to make sure that. And we're a 100% volunteer run organization.
Yeah.
Not a single person gets paid for doing
That's
this
wild.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Passionate guys.
Yeah, it's been a really cool thing. It's a really cool family. It's a great group, and it's something, as a hunter, there's so many areas that you can kind of give back to
Yeah.
what you're doing, whether it's Ducks Unlimited or Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation or
Yeah.
whatever your kind of forte is. But it all just takes people to commit their time.
So talk to us about the herd populations. Like, are you happy with how things are in the Wilmore and down here around Cadomin? Is it hurting? Is it a bad scene? Is it good? Where are we at? Is it changing?
Every number that we seem to get from the government and from our own research is that numbers are stable. Now, if you talk to anyone that is hunting rams, they're upset because, the days of the 200-inch rams and stuff aren't there that they were before. There is a lot more hunters now. Sheep hunting has skyrocketed in popularity, and it makes it difficult. But sheep numbers in Alberta are good. They're maintaining. They're fine.
stable? Yeah.
Yeah, they're stable. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say that they're growing exponentially, but I wouldn't say that they're declining exponentially either. So it's, something everybody's keeping a close watch on.
Yeah.
And yeah, the numbers of quality rams are down, but every year there's a couple of rams that get killed. We're like, where was that one hiding?
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, where'd that come from,
Yeah.
And the people that are complaining about it are the ones that didn't get it. So
Right.
Sure.
The 97% that aren't
yeah, the
successful.
97% that are
It's the same with
successful.
deer and elk too,
That's right.
right? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We had a podcast question of the week this week, which was, if you had a foundation representing an animal, which animal would it be?
There's no way I can't say wild sheep.
Yeah,
Of
wild
course.
sheep,
We know
yeah.
what you're answering. Yeah.
We had a lot of good ones come in. Chris said caribou. He would run a foundation for
I
caribou.
mean, caribou are awesome. They
Yeah.
are such a cool critter.
They are. Yeah.
Wolverine, rainbow trout, moose, barn owl, Simon Ronan beavers, pine marten. Mike said wolves. So, and cougars also came in. So.
Yeah.
Any animals you think you'd want to represent, Scott? If
Oh
you were,
man, they're all great. I looked at that question and I was like, I can't pick. There's just so many cool, charismatic critters out there.
yeah.
But I can see sheep. Like, sheep are amazing. It is the provincial animal of Alberta.
That's right.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Bighorn
cool.
sheep, and
Yeah.
just the fact that we got some of the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
Man, I can get behind that. That's pretty amazing.
It is. It's pretty cool.
People like, I'm assuming you guys are still looking for members, or like how does
Always.
your organization work?
Always looking for members. An annual membership is going to cost you $50
Okay.
for the year. You get
Yeah.
4 magazines a year with that.
Oh, cool.
We always have all kinds of different raffles and stuff going on. We have a giant banquet every year, around 1,000 people in Red Deer,
Wow.
and we have live auction.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. There's volunteer opportunities with it as well. Sometimes we get our volunteers to go in and do participate in the capture collars.
Yeah.
Not in the helicopters or doing anything actually that cool, but bring it down and getting the samples and everything done
Okay.
and kind of logged. And then if we've had cougar and wolf and grizzly bear mortalities
Yeah.
on some of the sheep that we found, so we'll get our members to kind of go in and we'll give them a point and go find the collar and retrieve it for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
That's
kind
cool.
of a fun thing to do. And then there's going to be some volunteer opportunities actually coming up in the next little bit here on
Yeah.
that mechanical clearing project.
Wow.
Well, in these
And even you can
foundations,
get some firewood out of the deal.
Yeah.
yeah. These foundations have done so much for habitat. You know, I've bumped into anti-hunters, and then you start talking to them about places that have been restored through hunting. Ducks Unlimited, perfect example.
Sure,
The amount of work that DU has done across North America to restore habitat is amazing. And I imagine the Sheep Foundation is similar, right?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, I think hunters are some of the best conservationists out there.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones on the ground that know what's out there and you're paying attention to it. You know, it's very easy for people to make a emotional decision while they're sitting in an office.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, that's right from everything from grizzly bears to elk to ducks to snow geese, whatever, sandhill cranes, you know? And I think that really if you're going to make a decision about something, you should be very educated in it. And I like to think for the most part that hunters educate themselves quite well.
Yeah.
On their surroundings and what's out there.
Well, and they love the land. They love the animals. People find that confusing, but I
Yeah.
always say it's like a gardener, right? You love gardening, and you're going to harvest your carrots at the end of the summer. It's much the same, right? But you love them.
Yeah.
I love deer. I love elk. I love moose. I want to protect them.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you don't want to shoot the last one that's standing out there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the good hunters are very conservation minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing too. Like we have a big youth program with the Wild Sheep Foundation Alberta. Actually, Wild Sheep Foundation across everywhere, but we do one youth camp here in Hinton every year at the gun range in August, and we have another southern camp that comes out. So if you're wanting to try and get, it's ages 11 to 17. It's 100% free, and you know, we go over archery, we go over skeet shooting, we go over rifle training. We've done bear awareness training. We've done wilderness first aid. We've done backcountry survival with Rocky Mountain Search and Rescue. All kinds of stuff. Teach them about disease, teach them about the outdoors, try and get kids educated and out in the field and kind of start them off on the right foot from a young age.
Yeah. That sounds great.
There's no such, you brought up archery, but there's no such thing as, are people using archery to hunt sheep?
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Their success rate's even lower, but
I imagine, man.
No,
you got to be right in the zone.
Yeah.
I was watching Meat Eater, and I think they had one guy, and he dressed up like he was hunting mountain goats, and he dressed up like a mountain goat to get a mountain goat.
He's lucky he didn't get
archery.
shot.
I know. I just thought the same thing. It's like some guy's going to take a crack at you from 600 yards, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Insane.
No, for sure. And I mean, that's a whole challenge on its own. I mean, archery hunting in general is, you know, that is hard because you have to get close. That's intimate. That is...
Oh, yeah.
That is tough. You know, shooting something at 700 yards is, okay, you got it, and that's one hell of a shot. But when you
25 yards,
you shoot a bighorn at 7 yards, that's hunting.
That's different.
I don't know if this is controversial, but I am curious what your thoughts are on this. Like we talked before about the Greg River mine, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
the mine, you know, kind of shutting down, they're reclaiming things. The sheep herd on there is like
been there for the last 50 years.
Yeah, you're driving through and you can reach out and touch them from your window.
Yeah.
What happens when the mine's completely gone? Like
we're working on that.
What's the plan for that?
Well, currently the plan that was signed was to kind of return it to the Crown.
Okay.
Right? There's a bunch of user groups, Wild Sheep Foundation Alberta included, that would like to keep it the way that it is.
Yeah.
Keep the mine boundaries, keep the designated trail access in place in the areas that you can hunt right now.
Yeah.
Leave that alone. If you open that up to hunting, it would be a slaughter. It would be the detriment of all of the elk, every animal population they have.
Oh, yeah.
And it has been a fantastic area for all animals.
A nursery. Yeah.
It really is. It's a nursery. And with something that's that sensitive, it would be, I think, and this is my personal opinion, I'm not going to say that it fully represents everything that Wild Sheep stands for, but I do believe that it's on the same wavelength. It needs to be left alone.
Yeah.
It needs to be left alone. It needs to be protected. And I'm not for creating more parks and taking away hunting opportunity, but I do believe that this is a very special circumstance that it needs to be protected.
I mean, yeah, like you say, it's in the spot where every time you drive through, it's like, oh, there's a sheep. Oh,
There'd be
there's
nothing
elk
left.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, the wildlife viewing is amazing down there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I don't have an issue with boundary hunting.
Yeah.
You know, there is people that try to cheat it, and there's people, and that's going to happen regardless, anywhere you go.
Oh, yeah.
Whether
yeah,
it's Highway 16 or
Jasper.
yeah. Right? But, you know, I do believe that we have to have those protected areas and those sanctuaries for animals and wildlife to thrive in general. If we opened it up, it probably would be the end of the Bighorn era in Cadomin.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a couple would you rathers too.
I got one as well.
Okay, sheep related.
Okay.
I'll start off with an easy one. This one, I thought about this one last night, actually, just before I went to bed. Okay, would you rather live on a south-facing slope, but it's like super steep, so like every step you're like, you know, right on the edge, or north-facing slope, but less steep, less dangerous?
Live like your house and
your house is up there.
backyard and your kids and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And we're in Alberta. We're here in the mountains.
Yeah, you're just.
This is not Costa Rica.
Yeah, you're just outside Cadomin. Yeah.
If I'm just living there, I guess. I mean, if it's just a house, I'd rather have the view, I guess, and the sun. Like I'd rather have the sun.
Yeah.
I think I need the sun too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saskatchewan was different because I worked in the
it's
Qu'Appelle
360
Valley
degrees sun because there's no winds.
Yeah, well, and the south facing in Saskatchewan is scorched.
Yeah.
So I would pick north.
Okay.
But here, I would do.
I think
the
I would
sun.
go south.
And then you just put a harness on your kids, put a climbing rope,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
attach them to a carabiner every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just tier it.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought you guys were going to go north facing for sure. I went south facing. I was like, oh yeah, I need the sun,
Need
man.
the sun. Yeah.
I was like, our yard here is like west facing, which I was like, when we bought the house, I'm like, can we just like turn it just a little bit this way, a little more sun? But
Yeah. And you guys just saw a buck like an hour ago in the front.
We did.
yard
I
there.
almost hit it.
A good
Well,
buck. Or what?
no,
Little guy?
I didn't see it,
He's
but
little.
Paul said
He's
it was
little. Just
little
little
guy.
last year's deer. But
Yeah.
I came home from hunting last weekend there, and there was a deer on the front yard.
They do that and they laugh at you.
Yeah, the kid was
Yeah.
like, why didn't we just sit here all day? I'm like, yeah, I'm wondering that too. Maybe that would have been more successful. Okay, how about, in this scenario, you're sheep, okay?
Okay.
So would you rather live with a herd of related females? You're like a ram.
Yeah.
Would you rather live with a herd of related females, the oldest ewes in charge? You're kind of like hooking up with whoever's in, like it's just your little group there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or you're a solo ram, but you have to battle other rams, but then you're like going from herd to herd and, like,
Oh,
mating.
100% solo ram.
Yeah, is that what you're doing?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
So you're going out, you're
I'm a
battling
traveler,
regularly.
man, for sure.
Yeah.
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 I want to be the sneaker ram, right? So all the big boys are fighting and I'm sneaking in, getting the action. And I've seen that. And I'm like, yeah, you got these big rams cracking horns and these young teenagers are moving in and be like, you guys fight it out over there. We're taking the females.
Yeah.
I was doing some ram research last night, and they're like they can battle for hours at a time.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just ram.
And like that'll destroy. I actually seen a really cool thing once in Jasper National Park. It was right by like the first big corner there with the sheep.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of rams on the road. It was in November. I was working in Jasper at the time. And this car is just laying on the horn, at this ram.
Yeah.
And it just turned around and headbutt the front of the car and blew the airbags up.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That's
and then
awesome.
it crawled on top of the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was my favorite thing I've ever seen from a bighorn.
That's great. And they fight dirty. Like I always thought,
Oh, yeah.
they'll square up. Two rams will square up and duke it out. No, they'll do gang warfare. They'll gang up on one ram.
What?
Pulverize
They will
them.
straight up just bag them.
Yeah.
Like they'll hit them right in the nuts with
In
their
the
hoof.
nuts.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
come with they'll kick them in the nuts.
Yeah.
They'll gang up like it's,
Well,
you watch this
You gotta
fight and you're
fight
like,
to
these
win,
guys are-
man. Like they're not fighting and buying
fighting
each other
dirty.
a beer after.
Wow.
No, there
Like,
is no honor in this.
No.
Yeah. Winner takes
winner
it all.
takes all.
Yeah.
And then the winner likes to go and like choose his favorite ewe out of the herd, or
They'll typically be over one. They might fight again over a different one.
yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully the ewes
Like-
are receptive. They could fight
Yeah.
day, and still they'll say get away.
Yeah, exactly.
Been
there. All good. Yeah. Nice to meet you, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't work? You're not impressed? Oh, cool.
Okay, Scott, give us your would you rather. 'Cause I got another one.
I only have one, but this is a serious one. This is one that'll keep you up tonight.
All right.
And it's really going to be hard for Paul because he's the wild sheep guy. Would you rather shoot, and you got to be honest, the world record whitetail buck,
World record,
the new world record, or the world record bighorn sheep?
Oh, you already know where I stand.
Well, I think
100% whitetail. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
No, I would.
You would definitely do sheep, eh?
100%, yeah.
Because you're sheep guy.
Yeah, as long as it's a free range sheep.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that out there. I wouldn't, and a free range whitetail, I think.
Yeah. We're not doing high fence. Forget that.
What's
Okay.
high fence? They're high fence sheep?
That's shooting fish in a barrel.
yeah.
Yeah.
They high fence anything. You can
Really?
shoot a sheep in Saskatchewan, actually,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is, I think, a little
No, we're
disgusting.
talking wild. So,
Yeah, wild bighorn, hands down for me.
really,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about
Where
you?
is the big? Do you know where the biggest sheep is? Is it like the largest Alberta one from Alberta in the world? or-
There's been like 3 of the top 5 are from Alberta.
Wow.
But I think the largest one right now is actually one that got transplanted, or the genetics got transplanted out of Alberta.
Oh no.
And I believe it was killed in Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How
I'd have to-
heartbreaking would that be, Scott? if
There's
one
like
of
some
those-
around the Missouri breaks down there. Like there's some big sheep, Colorado,
Yeah.
New Mexico. Yeah, they're killing some crankers, like 208-inch, 210-inch sheep.
When you guys are netting those sheep to put them in the trucks, are you making sure like the big ones? You're like, let's leave this guy here.
Well,
No,
we put-
you take the big healthy ones is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and we loaded like 40 ewes, and then you put the banana rams on there because the big boys will knock themselves unconscious.
Okay.
So, yeah. But again, they don't have the cold winters that we do. They don't have the mountain lions or the
Yeah.
wolves. And
A lot of them, unfortunately, didn't make it in some places.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
of
there
the
has
pneumonia?
been
Yeah.
so many different things.
Yeah.
Just transplanting animals is tough,
Right.
And I mean, that's one of the things, if you talk to Beth about, she feels that maybe we took one too many transplants out of Cadomin.
Yeah.
And then that was followed up by a really, really harsh winter. And in that kind of was a real big hit to the herd out there.
Yeah. You never answered my question,
Yeah,
George.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The
Come on.
world record
Come on,
whitetail
Jorge, let's go.
or bighorn sheep?
Where is the world record whitetail from?
Oh,
right now?
man.
Any idea?
Bigger Saskatchewan, I know.
Saskatchewan, yeah.
213 and 5/8 inches. And this guy had it made in the shade. You shoot the world record buck,
Yeah.
you never have to work a day in your life. You
Why?
just go, oh man, they'll welcome you with open arms all over the states. You'll
Yeah.
be
Sponsorships
heralded.
coming in.
You're like a rock star.
Yeah.
Sponsorships. They just want to get a picture taken with the thing.
Yeah, you're like you're taking the mount with you wherever you go to.
Oh, and they're making replicas of it.
Yeah.
It's no different in the sheep world.
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
You got your photo album you're handing out. It's like this is me with my
Yeah.
deer. Oh man. I feel like I got to go whitetail, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh.
I think there'd be more.
But I feel like the story for the sheep might be better though.
Yeah, probably.
That's the other thing.
Or a lot. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think
that.
I got to do whitetail because of the widespread appeal with whitetail. Mm-hmm. I feel like sheep is more niche. Sheep are amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think the appeal, like you can't go all over North America and have that same appeal that you do with whitetail because it's from Florida Keys all the way up to the north of Canada. Here.
Is that what you're doing though with your world record whitetail? Like you're doing a world tour?
I don't know. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% you can.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Absolutely. I mean, you go down to Pennsylvania and places like that, like those
Yeah.
those folks just love deer
They'll
hunting.
eat it up. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You would be a rock star.
Wow.
Which is crazy, right?
Huh.
So this one farmer from Bigger Saskatchewan
Yeah.
just shoots a big buck and suddenly he's world famous, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the story behind it? Was it on his land or?
Yeah. It wasn't one of these guys that sort of was watching him for years and years and
Yeah,
all
letting him
this.
grow.
I think he just had a lucky day and boom.
Yeah.
That's how it can happen, right?
It is honestly,
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's just time.
Yeah.
But that rack on that whitetail is gorgeous.
Is that typical or non-typical?
It was typical. I
Okay.
think it was a 6x6,
Yeah.
tall tines, just beautiful. You have to look it up later.
Yeah.
Because I think there's been bigger non-typicals.
Yeah,
Boone and
that's
Crockett.
the Milo Hansen is his name.
Yeah.
Okay. I do remember. I
It's
think
a
we did an
beautiful
episode on.
1993. Beautiful. Yeah.
It's from 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still the record.
Still number
holds
one.
the record. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like I'm gonna go hunting this weekend. Like I dream of the world record whitetail just coming out and be like,
I don't
hey.
think you're shooting it in the
No, it's not
area.
happening in Hinton. They're not getting that big. I know a couple roads, Scott.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you should definitely try.
Any
Yeah.
idea how big the world record sheep is? Is it like 2 curls?
No,
How
no,
does that work?
Not 2 curls. I mean, for like a bighorn,
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number that it is right now. I think it's around 208.
208 inches.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I honestly, I should probably know this, but I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
210 maybe. It's getting ridiculous.
I mean, the dream of a giant whitetail is good. At this point of November, though, I'm like, yeah, let's see some
The
antlers
dream
there.
of
Yeah.
a giant sausage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm going for meat. You know, I really am.
Yeah, never-
We got a good buck this last weekend, but
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked
you
like it,
guys
yeah.
did.
They looked
Congratulations.
they
Yeah.
taste a little more gamey than
I mean,
something small.
thing
right?
about hunting is never pass up something on the first day that you shoot on the last
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Is your hunting season still going now then? Or what's
I
your...
haven't even bought my tags yet.
I
this
know,
year.
like you've been
Wow.
working all this past... Yeah.
I've just been working. I haven't hunted since this spring for bear, and I was just trying to get my son going on that, and so I never even shot a bear. But
Yeah.
And when you're out protecting those rig workers, you can't be like, "Oh, that bull moose looked like he was going to attack you,"
yeah,
and I just had to take the back straps
that's
back
camp
home.
meat.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. That's just camp meat, Scott. We don't talk
Yeah,
about that.
okay.
No, yeah.
Is there a spot, like, as far as sheep hunting, where you want to go on the bucket
The
list?
thing, where I'd like to go.
Yeah.
Like
if
you're
I
talking
could, If I
worldwide?
could do one
Yeah.
Hayalte Argali in Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Yeah, 100%.
What's over there?
Argali sheep.
Argali sheep?
Yeah, Hayalte Argali. That and Marco Polo would be super cool too.
I got to look this up on my phone and see what Argali sheep is.
Yeah, that's the dream for me.
Is that on like the radar? Like, okay, this could happen?
If I win the lottery, 100%.
Yeah.
For a peasant like me, no.
Do they have one of those mounts in the Fish and Game?
They do.
Upstairs.
They
there?
do,
Yeah.
yes.
Have to take a look.
These
Yeah.
are fancy looking guys. Holy.
And they're huge.
Well, our
Huge.
listeners will have to look it up.
Yeah,
You seen one of these before, Scott?
Don't think so.
It's like
they have upstairs.
Oh, holy smokes. Okay. Yeah. Look it up, folks. How do you spell Argali?
Argalis.
Okay.
Yeah, Argalis. Yeah, Hayalte Argalis, Mongolia. That would be, if I could do one sheep hunt, that would be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Do you got a sheep hunt planned for next year yet?
I don't. Last year I was down in Texas hunting aoudad down there. That was a lot of fun. This year I worked and paid for taxidermy.
Yeah.
and
How much is it to taxidermy a sheep?
Oh,
Like if you're going shoulder mount.
I don't know. Right now you're looking at a couple grand.
Couple grand would
Yeah.
have been my guess. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Depending on who does it and how long and
Yeah.
what you want, but
Yeah.
I want to do it. My dad would love to get out there and do it some more. He's like getting up there and where he's like, still got a couple horses, still goes to Cadomin a few times a year and
Yeah.
into the Wilmore and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
And
great.
do it. I mean, even if you don't get a sheep, the experience up there
oh yeah.
in the mountains in the backcountry like that is just unparalleled.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. You got more would you rathers there?
Oh, I do got one more. Would you rather too? Yeah. I AI'd this one.
Okay.
last night. I was trying to figure out like some more like
Brought to you by ChatGPT.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so would you rather have incredible climbing abilities, allowing you to walk on 2-inch wide cliff ledges, or have massive curling horns, which can weigh up to 30 pounds more than all the other bones in its body, and allow you to headbutt opponents at speeds up to 40 miles per hour during dominance battle?
I thought you were going to say massive biceps.
Yeah.
That was going to be a harder one.
I just want longer legs, man. That's it.
I got the long legs. I need the biceps.
Incredible climbing abilities or giant biceps? That would be a better question because walking
No,
around
I
with
want
big
giant horns now
Do
because
you
I
want
want to
horns?
headbutt people. Yeah, 100%.
I have the climbing
Absolutely.
abilities already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But giant horns, I don't know. That'd be a little
Headbutting
tough.
people at 40 miles an hour?
Can you imagine?
Hell yeah.
That's the way we battle from now on, is just headbutting?
Go to the
You know
bar.
what? If that, I'm game. Like, if that's
Yeah?
war now,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay, you beat me and you turn around.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Smack.
All right, you can have my woman, I guess.
Yes.
Damn it.
You won. The car is yours.
I'll climb down the mountain.
I got to do the climbing ability. I've
Yep.
seen those sheep run up cliffs that are just
It's amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
I've seen grizzly bears run up cliffs.
Yeah.
This is one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I literally watched a grizzly bear rock climb out in Cadomin one day.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe it. Like, I always knew that they were agile and stuff, but like to see them actually like rock climb,
Yeah.
like up a vertical face,
Crazy.
blew my mind.
That's amazing because I have thought when I've been climbing or mountaineering that maybe you could escape up the cliff, but maybe you can't.
I don't know. I honestly don't think that if a bear wants to hurt you or
Wants to get you.
like a grizzly bear
Yeah.
especially, I mean, unless you crawl in something that they can't fit inside,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Wow. I've hung bear caches when I'm camping off of cliffs, but I usually try to get a good overhang that they can't reach it.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, the risk isn't going to be worth the reward, right?
Yeah.
And I think that that's probably a lot of it. If you make it hard for them to get to, they'll just carry on unless they really, really, really want it.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's really out of their reach
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
Have we missed anything about sheep that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, gear, I guess.
Yeah, talk to us about gear.
If you want to talk about gear, I've always just been the firm believer to buy the best gear that you can.
Yeah.
The best stuff that you can afford. But if I was gonna pick just a few, good glass, good boots, good rain gear.
Yeah. Are you going wool or fleece?
Man, when I go sheep hunting now,
You wear the cape of a sheep.
yeah.
Probably right?
Yeah, basically I try and look like a wolf.
Yeah, exactly.
No, merino wool.
Merino wool, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah, 100% merino wool. And then, I mean, there's the amount of gear that's out there right now is incredible. They're making some fantastic gear, but really good boots and a good sleeping setup. My dad always told me that, two of the most important things in your life are good boots and a good bed, because you spend half your life in your boots and half your life in your bed.
Yeah, no, he's right. If you have a shitty sleep, your day's wrecked.
Yeah, absolutely. So, take care of your sleeping arrangements and make sure that you can walk and you're not going to rip your toenails off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
What kind of boots you got now, Scott? What's your sponsorship there? Should we mention them?
Zamberlan, if you're listening.
Oh,
Yeah, Zamberlan
kind of
USA.
a big deal now, Scotty. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right.
No, and they sent me a pair of boots, and I'm loving them.
Yep.
They are well, I've been wearing Zamberlans for years just for work, but they've got Zamberlan hunting boots. Whew. They ain't cheap, but as you said,
Yeah. Good. It's all the difference.
yeah.
And I mean, find a pair of boots that fit you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people will buy Scarpas or they'll buy, anything like that, any kind of boot, hand wags or whatever they may be. And they'll be like, oh, I hate these boots. Like, just because somebody likes them doesn't mean that they're good for you. But
Yeah.
I mean, Zamberlan, they're great boot company
They are.
for sure.
Very
What is
well
your
made.
tenting setup? You got a wall tent, or are you setting up like?
You mentioned the hot tent there,
Yeah, my hot tent, I have a Seek Outdoors.
Seek Outdoors.
Yeah, Red Cliff.
and that's the lightweight. You're not going canvas, or is it canvas?
Oh, it's light. No, it's lightweight.
Yeah.
Like my tent with the stove weighs 8 pounds.
fantastic.
Wow. Holy.
It's carbon fiber, like teepee tent.
Yeah.
Carbon
Yeah.
fiber pole.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Titanium
Yeah.
stove that folds into the size of like a laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
And the roll-out chimney that rolls with the
Yep.
rings. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It works great. Other than you just sometimes the firebox isn't big enough for.
Yeah. You're waking up every hour or two to feed it. But I tell you, once you hot tent, you're wrecked for life. Like, you will never go back to cold tenting again or
It
Quincy's.
makes such a difference, though.
Yeah.
I mean, with, even just drying your gear out, but like, especially even like your glass, your scopes, the action on your rifle, making sure that there's no ice and stuff built up in there, because I've had misfires on my gun because things are frozen.
Yeah.
Your firing
Heartbreaking.
pin's frozen, and
Oh, and it's so great to come back. It's a rainy, cold blizzard, whatever.
Yeah.
You can crawl into that hot tent, light her up, and just sleep well and warm.
Absolutely.
And dry out your gear. It's just, it's luxury.
sometimes though I've noticed it's been like, it's like pretty miserable out. Other days I'd be like, I gotta get hiking so I can get warm, and I'm like, I'll just sleep for another couple hours.
Yeah.
You're laying there in your tent and you hear, and you're like, that could have been me, but here I am just having a nap.
Scott was doing the presentation today, and he had his hot tent set up and showing a bunch of people a hot tent, and just like love. And then we spent freaking half hour setting up your 4-person tent, and you're like, this thing.
Yeah.
The cold,
Doesn't
cold
even matter
tent.
anymore.
Yeah, the cold
and it's
tent.
literally a tent that most people are like, I'd sure like to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've done too many years of cold tenting. I just don't want to go back there. I mean, there's a time and a place for that, but
Yeah.
why suffer when you don't have to?
Absolutely. I mean, if you can afford it and you got the gear and whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, if something you're passionate about, invest in good gear.
Yeah.
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 WSF Alberta on Instagram, and there's links through there that can lead you.
WSFAB.org is our website.
Okay, perfect.
Reach out to me directly, Paul_Chambers at Instagram. Yeah.
So you mentioned yearly they have like a big banquet going on.
Yeah, in Red Deer it's March 6th, 7th.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
I'd have to double check that. I've been away at work and I haven't really.
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram post. It was like tickets are for sale or starting to be for sale.
Yeah, tickets
or
are on
something,
sale
so.
right now, so get them. We had 1,000 people there last year. It's in Red Deer.
Awesome.
Wow, 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
No, it's a good time. There's a live auction and raffles and dinner, and
Yeah.
Nice.
it's fun.
Is there a Mountain Goat Foundation?
Rocky Mountain Goat Alliance. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
You guys kind of work together on some stuff.
We
down
do.
there?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I got a good buddy of mine by the name of Mike Keeley that is on the board for the Rocky Mountain Goat Alliance. He's an Alberta boy as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And Rocky Mountain Goat Alliance is North American wide as well. They don't have like a Alberta and British Columbia and stuff. They just kind of, it's all under one blanket.
Nice.
Cool. Well, Paul, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Hey,
This is-
thank you guys.
I love this.
We hunted you down. We got you on.
Yeah.
I know you've got other stories we haven't tapped into yet. We might have to have you back. And,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if anybody listens to this one, I guess.
I'm sure they will. Sure they will.
Scott at Northern Rockies Bushcraft, now a Bighorn Sheep Hunter too. Is that on?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
What's holding you back?
He needs chapter 2 or his next book,
Next,
right?
yeah,
Like, he's
next
got to have
book.
something.
I think a big part of it, I'm trying to fill the freezer for 6 kids, and
You don't have to do that anymore, though.
Well, but I like the meat, So if you only have a certain amount of days, am I going to climb a mountain and look for a long range sheep? It would be more of a
Bucket list hunt.
bucket
for you.
list item.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, make it a bucket list for next summer, because you start August. Let's say you start August 25th.
Yeah.
Deer season's not opening until mid-September.
I'm going to get too old. I'm going to get Paul to piggyback me up
exactly.
the mountain.
Yeah. I'm kind of built like a Sherpa anyways, so.
Paul, can you give me that tracking app for where the big sheep are tagged?
Yeah,
and,
what's your collaring data say?
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't believe how many times I actually get that.
Oh, I imagine.
Like, so do you know where they are? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, they're not
I get the same thing. I've had elk hunters come to the office and pull out a map.
Yeah.
And I don't know them from Adam. They're like, can you tell us where the elk herds are?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I don't
yeah,
tell
right-
my best friends where they are.
Yeah, right here on that map that you're looking at. They're there. You're in a good
Somewhere
area.
in this area.
The guy at Cabela's told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, we got another episode coming up. We're gonna talk hunting season, and then we got a couple good guests lined up
Yeah,
too.
Jasper Air Helicopter Rescue. Stay tuned, folks.
We're gonna talk
It's
fat
be good.
biking and hinting too,
Yeah.
and it's Yeah, now I'm going to Costa Rica too, so maybe I'll do a podcast from.
Okay.
I don't know what I can hunt in Costa Rica. There's got to be sloths or something, I think. So,
Oh, go fishing.
Yeah.
Is that the
Fishing in
spot?
Costa Rica is fantastic.
Well, that would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Do a fishing trip there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch some big tuna, some mahi, sailfish. Might even catch a
Yeah.
marlin.
Seafood on the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next episode, live from the boat. I like that
Yeah.
design.
Ceviche.
George in his Speedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Live from the boat.
Northern
Senor
Rockies
Jorge.
Northern Rockies Bushcraft.com. You can find Scott's book there too, and all the links. And man, you're going to be doing stuff in Jasper and
Yeah, I got a book talk at Jasper in the new year, and I'll be at Folding Mountain Brewery this Saturday.
well,
So-
last Saturday, but yeah.
Oh, well, last Saturday, yeah. We're doing
How
time,
was that event?
We're doing time travel on the podcast here. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and then if you want to get a hold of us, wildernesswavelength.com.ca, Instagram, whatever. We're always happy to hear from you guys. So until next week, stay wild.
Wilderness Wavelength.